Thank you.
Yeah.
Welcome everybody, episode 4.
That's right. We're serious.
Episode 4, we in the building.
The Garden State Warrior podcast. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling good. It's been a good week.
Good week.
Very good week.
Why is that?
I stepped in the barbershop after taking 1 year off from the barbershop because of COVID.
Okay.
I have not went to the barbershop since March of last year.
Okay.
Getting my hair cut at home because of, quote unquote, COVID.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Trying to be safe, right?
Had my wife, she been now cutting my hair, she been cutting my son hair, cutting my nephew hair. She better than the barbershop. But it was just the feeling of going back to the barbershop. Mm-hmm. So I went, I went this morning and looking good. You see that line?
Yeah.
Shout out to Beethoven.
There you go.
That's my boy.
It feels good to always get in that chair though.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do that.
Yeah, it's relaxing. Just sit back and just let the barber do his thing, and you just feeling good. You feel like a whole new person when you come up out of there, man. Always. But spring is in the air, right?
It is. But see,
in the air.
With me, right? Mm-hmm. I used to go to the barber shop every week.
Okay.
Every Saturday, like that was something that me and my son did. We used to wake up like 5 in the morning. Cause my barber, me and him, he was like we boys. So I would call him, and I hit him up on Friday, and I just go to the barbershop. Okay. He meet me at 6 o'clock in the morning every Friday. So he was so used to me coming, but I wasn't there for a year.
So it felt good to get back in there, though, right?
Good.
Yeah, always. So you gonna keep going, or you gonna? That's just one little one.
Yeah. I told him I'm back, man. I was one of his best customers.
Okay. Yeah.
So
it's always
I'm
good.
back in the building, man.
Yeah. So good. That's good, man. You feeling good? That shit cut in the
fresh, man. I should feel good. I'm looking great.
Yeah,
I got the razor sharp.
Yeah, it's good.
How was your week?
It was good, man. It was good. Like I said, spring is in the air, so the week was good. Daylight savings times, we get the sunlight for a couple of like an hour and a half, a little bit more. So it's about to warm up a little bit. It's nice weather coming up next week, so it's been a good week, man. It's been a real good week. We get that wintertime weather up out of here, so it's been a good week, man. Other than that, it's been relaxing, really.
Yes,
things still a little slow at the job, so get to do this here and there.
Not for me.
Always, yeah. You behind that wheel all week, right?
I worked 57 hours this week, man.
Okay, that's good.
Because, with the trucking, like, as far as trucking, like, when it comes, like, in the wintertime, it gets slow. But now, it's spring stuff picking up. So my hours looking crazy right now. But that's what I do. So, that's what I like. I don't work on the weekends, so.
Hey, putting food on the table, money in the pocket, man. You gotta do that, man. You gotta work to live.
That money, though, right?
Yeah, you gotta work to live. Yeah, you got to work to live, though. Other than that, seen some crazy stuff in the news this week too, right? Some crazy stuff in the news going on.
Yeah,
with the brother Kirk. What's
Kirk Franklin.
On? Yeah.
Seen some audio leaked out.
Okay, did he leak it out, or was it? Do we know who leaked it out?
It was his son.
Oh.
That's the part that hit me the most. Like, your son.
Yeah.
Because I got a son, Mm-hmm. So that's why that story hit me so much. Because, seeing his son, it's like me and him having a conversation, and he leaks the audio.
Yeah, the whole time.
Online.
But you got a teenage son. We talking about a grown man here.
He got a grown man.
He's about a 30-year-old taxpaying citizen right there. That's what got to me a little bit when I saw that he leaked it. He was recording it the whole time. Then he leaked it. He was a little. His father, Kirk was a little, aggressive in the conversation, but at the same time, it's two grown men right there, even though they are father and son. But he took it to a whole nother level. Plus, at the same time, I think he was estranged, as they say, or whatever, from him and the family.
Yeah.
But he was still doing things for him at the same time. As his son. So he's still doing a lot of stuff for him. But it was a crazy situation, because I see they about to try to do with a son, trying to get like those interviews on TV and interviews in the magazines and stuff like that. So that's what made it kind of crazy for me, because I was reading some articles about it this week where they were talking about aggressive parenting. That was a problem. Maybe that was a part of it.
He's a grown man, right? He's like 32, 33 years old, right? How's that aggressive? You a grown man. If I'm talking to a teenager, that's different. But you a grown man. You 30 plus years old. It's no regret to me, you know.
But the same, they said that his father, they said that Kirk was more aggressive when he was younger too, and that's where it comes from. You know.
Okay. So that followed him to adult stage.
Yes.
And you know he had flashbacks. Okay, I can understand that.
And that was one of the things that he wanted to put it out there. That was one of his reasons for putting it out there with the as far as the leaking the audio. He wanted people to see his image wasn't as clean cut with the with the music and with the religion and everything like that as a lot of people might have been thinking. So I kind of understood that a little bit too, but I don't think putting out there like that in the public was a good thing because that'll hurt you too, because it's like it'll force us to like decide, like people here with you and then the public is here with him. So but because you got some people out there who always might want to see him go down anyway, because they might not like Kirk from the beginning, so they might want to, there's a reason for them to jump on them and really come down on them more. But I think some stuff like that you got to keep it in the family. And they also said it about social media, because that's an easier platform for him to get out there more, what's going on with the family, more than we could do back in the day where you really couldn't do that.
But you don't think, with him being religious, him being a Christian, you don't think that that's why we're looking at this more because of the image that is out there? And it seems like, to me, I've seen people do worse. Yeah, he's a Christian. I mean, we human. We make mistakes, right? So I think that people are looking more into it because of his religion. And, they looking at it under a microscope because of, the image he paints. But, like he said, he comes from a background where, he lived a different life prior to him turning his life over to God.
Yeah, I think so. Because
sometimes
he's an entertainer,
and nobody's perfect. So if you're not perfect, you're going to make mistakes at times.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nobody's perfect being a parent. You know what I mean? That's more than any. That's to me the most important part about it. He's not. This isn't him and it is him and another grown man, but that's his son. You know what I mean? I don't know. I think that's his oldest child. I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
So it's him and his oldest child, his son. We also have seen some stuff in the media in the past with mothers and daughters, fathers and sons too. And we've seen some things, and I've seen things in my family too, where the fathers and the sons don't get along, and it started at the younger age and has leaked into the adult stage. A lot of parents feel like the aggressive way is the only way. Even at the younger age, and I was like that too. With my son, I thought I had to be more aggressive with him than to be a better parent for him to get. I'm not saying make him scared of me, but make him conscious of me,
and respect you. Stuff. I mean, and
at the same time, But when he's younger, does he even know what respect is? You know what I mean? He knows what respect is when he's talking to another individual besides me, and I know he respects me in a sense of he's afraid of me maybe, or he's kind of like, hey, that's my dad, so I got to do what he says. But I just think as he's got older, I've learned I got to talk to him more. I can't be too aggressive with him because he's getting into that age up there too where he's my son will be like 18 in like June, so I don't want to be trying to be all like you're gonna do what I say, I'm gonna hurt you, like that.
You got to find a different approach.
So I just think that when I heard the audio, it was like, see, we didn't hear the whole thing. It was I heard a short like snippet of it. So they said it was stuff before that, so maybe it was the son showing the father's aggressive side, and maybe his aggressive side, we didn't get to hear that. So, plus they're already in counseling, they're already in counseling.
And that's the part that got to me, because Kirk Franklin, he apologized. Was that on Thursday?
Like on Instagram, right?
Yeah. And he did the interview too.
Okay.
And, him and his wife was together, and they both apologized. And in that video, he said that his son was in counseling, was in therapy. He tried all measures. He tried all measures with his son. His son been giving him problems for years.
Okay.
And to see, I couldn't see my son. I mean, like, Yeah, I punish mine. You know, he get in trouble, but to see your son leak audio and you know the image that he's putting out there, you know, that hurt. I mean, that's a financial hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
and his brand. And but he, you know, he shouldn't have did what he did. As a, you know, what I mean, as a religious man, as a Christian, that's wrong. But we, as a, you know, what I mean, as people, we not supposed to judge him. You know, what I mean, like it seems like people like, oh yeah, I knew all along he was this type of person.
Absolutely, sir.
And this and that.
Yeah.
But we're not supposed to do that. Especially, we celebrate stuff that we're not supposed to celebrate. But when a man make a mistake, guess what we do?
We judge him.
We judge him because of his religion, because of what he puts out to the world. That's why we do what we do.
But he has aggression too. He has feelings.
Yeah,
and I felt like he
feelings.
felt disrespected by his son. He felt his son reached the ultimate disrespect in his eyes. You know, that's what he felt like. You know what I mean? So that's the thing that hurt him the most. And then add on to it, he leaks it to everybody. You know, and because when you're in a situation like that, he's thinking like nobody's around. You know, I can be. I don't want to say be me because the son said that. Like I said, he said it's been going on for years. You know, like abuse, things like that. Yeah. He has more to come. So I just felt like it was kind of like, man, like a. It's a lose-lose for Kirk at the same time. It really is.
So he got to, and it's a shame he got to work his way back in for being a human.
Yeah.
I have to work my way back in to the people for being a human and making a mistake.
Yeah.
Because anybody can make a mistake.
But at the same time, he has to work on the things with his family first.
That's
the main
too.
thing first, you know, because the image in front of to us is we go to sleep at night. We're not going to sleep thinking about, oh man, I wonder what he's going to be doing. No, he's going to bed with that over his head with his family too.
But I always felt like this. Anybody that has a religion, well, no matter what you are, you can be Muslim, Christian, Buddhist, whatever. It just seemed like if you're looked at under that light, people look at you as you supposed to be perfect. You can't make mistakes. You know. So if you put that, if I put that image out, people like they expect me to be perfect at all times. But you know, I'm human. You know, I make mistakes.
Yeah, and we had another person too, another celebrity, and you know who got put out there a little bit in a different kind of way as far as like sexual abuse claims. Deshaun Watson, Texas quarterback, Houston Texas quarterback right now. He's been going through some stuff over the past couple of months prior to this.
Yeah,
you know, unhappy with his time in Texas right now with the Texans. You know where he's been since he's been drafted out of Clemson, national champion winner. You know he's got some sexual abuse claims as far as massages that he got. You know he was a little bit touchy grabby, a little bit more than he should have been. Yeah, a little bit more than he should have been with the ladies.
Get over here!
But it was early in the week. It was maybe 2 or 3, and now it's jumped up to 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's double digits now. I believe right now that it's jumped up to. I believe.
So it's looking like a Bill Cosby situation right now.
It is, but to me, when I see it, it's just coming out of the whoop. It's like too many things are tied together with it. You know, with him putting the owner out there, you know, for some of the things he's done, some of the things he's his decisions, you know, as far as like a head coach, decisions as far as players, things like that. You know, he had his best receiver traded last offseason, you know, before the season started, and DeAndre Hopkins, he got traded to the Cardinals, you know, in the prior to this season, you know, so that was one of the things he wasn't consulted on, you know, per se, as a franchise quarterback. So I think he was a little upset about that one. Some coaching moves too, you know, Bill O'Brien was fired during the season, so that was one move he liked, but he wanted to be a part of the hiring of the new coach, which he didn't get an opportunity to. So, but with these allegations, man, it's tough on him, man. It's tough on him.
It is.
You know, it is tough because I just feel like it's once again, here we go. You know what I mean? A brother trying to take his career in his own hands. You know, here comes some more allegations about him. You know, because charges haven't really been filed yet.
Yeah.
You know, it's civil cases. This is not criminal. This is civil matters that's been picked up, and the lawyer who is representing every one of the females, has close ties to the owner of the Texans.
Yeah.
So you know that's really like oof. Like,
see,
that's crazy. Right
I mean, there's 2 different ways I think this could have happened. I think the team that he was involved with, they paid some people.
Mm-hmm.
Or I think that the stuff did happen, and the team swept it under the rug.
Okay.
They knew about it. They knew he had a problem, and they let it go. I mean, I'm just giving you two different situations that can possibly happen.
Okay.
You know, so I don't believe nothing until I see it.
Yeah, that's my problem. That's my problem. Yeah, that's my problem.
Until I hear him, he's guilty. I mean, it's allegations, you know.
Yeah, it's all allegations anyway.
Yeah.
Because to me, when I see something like that, I want to see criminal charges. Then you can work something out with some money if he gets found guilty. But that's the only thing I don't like. I think it's more of a ruining a man's image.
So you think like it's something to do with his team that he was on and he left and he wanted.
Yeah, I think it has something to do with that because this comes out of nowhere. You know what I mean? Everything I've heard about Deshaun Watson from college to coming into the pros, I've never heard anything like this. Even though I know, like we was talking about earlier with with Franklin, with Kirk, that anything can happen. We don't know what people do. Yeah. Outside of him playing quarterback for the Texans, there's no telling what he does. You know what I mean? So, when you get that money, it switches up a lot of people. It switched up that the kindest person in the world can turn into a completely different person when they get that money. Exactly. But it's just kind of weird to me because the NFL is known for doing things like this. You know what I mean? And the owner is as well. So I mean, he's got a good lawyer. He's got one of them top defense lawyers in Houston, in Texas. You know what I mean? So that's a good thing for him. But hopefully he can get the situation under control. And we can find out if it's true or false. Yeah,
if it's true or false. And
Mm-hmm. But that's the only thing.
To me, right now, he's innocent. I mean, I don't
absolutely. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to stamp that on that man.
Nah. I just get frustrated when it's like the image thing.
Yeah, it hurts your image.
Yeah. It gets knocked down. It gets knocked down because you work hard. You bust your ass for years trying to be to become an NFL athlete.
Yep.
A top-notch franchise quarterback, and they can get knocked down just like that.
Snap your finger and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. That's frustrates me, and I know him as well.
And if it is true, and the team knew about it, and the owners knew about it, that that's not a good look at all.
Nah, but come on, it's the NFL. This is NFL.
But I'm just saying.
NFL, man.
Them type of charges.
Yeah, but see, we had a situation like 2 months ago with the Seahawks playing, and we saw actual pictures. I believe it was audio. Where he physically abused his girlfriend. You know what I mean? We saw it. We saw it, but. I think like something like that wasn't in the media. That was in the media for a couple of weeks, and then it was like gone.
Yeah.
So this wasn't a player who of the caliber as far as like on the field as Deshaun. So when you're in situations like that, it's how good are you on the field. It's how long we're going to hear about it. That's the kind of the thing with him. With Deshaun right now. So I think that's the thing that's going to hurt him more than anything. So. Is he going to get traded? I don't know, but that doesn't even matter right now because he got all these civil cases coming at him, so that's the toughest thing for him right now. But with the team, and it's the NFL, man, they swept a lot of stuff under the rug.
Yeah,
10 times worse than this. Things we've seen actual footage of. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's going to be hard. Yeah, it's going to be hard. But the NFL the money don't stop. They just did the TV deal. I just saw the TV deal got signed like 2 days ago, $110 billion. Going across, getting spread out over like 11 to 12 years. So the NFL, the money never stops for them, man. It never stops for them, So,
since we on sports, we forgot something.
What's that?
LeBron James.
Okay. Yes.
LeBron James. I mean, I hope he get better because I heard he just sprained his ankle.
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm a little.
Yeah, that was live. It just happened, but I heard he made a big investment.
Yeah, big investment. Him and his boy Mav Carter, business partner. Big investment with the Boston Red Sox. Brought into the ownership, of the Red Sox. It's family owned already, but they bought into it, with their companies. But it's a big move because of what he's doing, and where the team that he did it with. So it's a big thing, especially being a black man. Him and Mav doing what they do.
I mean, what about Cleveland?
Yeah, that was kind of crazy to me. But I thought I heard something though. A couple of maybe a year or two. I don't know. But you know, Bron, man. Bron is one of them fans. You know, like certain people that I know that sitting across from me that jump on teams like you would do.
No, I keep
like you.
Look, you see the logo, right? You see the inspiration.
Yeah. Okay, I feel you. But Bron goes to like he likes the Cowboys in football, the Yankees in baseball.
Oh yeah.
You
So
know what I mean?
he
Stuff
support,
like that.
So he invested in what he liked and what he supports.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but to me, it was kind of weird though when I saw it because, like I said, baseball more than any sport is like family owned teams and franchises. I mean, not all of them, but a lot of them get passed down. You know, so when I saw that, and it's Boston, which is like was not the most kindest city to the black man in the past. You know what I mean? So
yeah, we know the history of Boston.
Yeah, so that was kind of crazy to me. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean that's why I was shocked.
Yeah,
because you know what goes on there.
Yeah,
I mean,
we're used to it, not as much.
Yeah, not now, but I mean, in the past.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy to me, but you know, him and Mav, man, they do different stuff, man. They do a lot of different stuff, man. So,
but he's so pro Cleveland.
Yeah,
from like me, I would think that he would have invested.
Yeah. But he does in the other places with Cleveland too.
Yeah.
He does more
as far as the baseball teams.
But for me, when I see him with Cleveland, Ohio, period, I'd rather see him doing stuff outside of sports for the community. You know, I'd rather see him doing stuff outside of sports.
I see him do the school thing for him.
Yeah. There you go. So I'd rather see him do stuff like that, you know, more than hot dogs and baseball and all that stuff. You know what I mean? I'd rather see him doing more than that outside of when he's in Ohio and Akron too. You know where he's from. So you know, but that is a big move from him, man. Because like I said, he's doing big stuff, man. But you know, his mentor's Jay-Z with the business stuff. You know, anything he do, you know, he's pretty much following his footsteps. So it was a big move, though. Definitely was a big move for him because we all know what he got, 17, 18 years in the game, so it's not going to be too long. He's not going to be around for too much longer.
Yeah, probably, what?
Well, I don't know. Tom Brady, look at Tom.
You think he's going to last that long?
He could, man. He could.
I give LeBron 3 more years.
3 more?
He 36?
I think like 35, maybe. I don't know, something like that. But I don't know. 3 more years? Nah. I think longer than that.
I think he's trying to stay until his son make the league.
Yeah, I remember I heard a couple of things about that before. But I think with a guy like Bron, and you see the thing, like I say, you see things Tom Brady doing. If you still feeling it, why go? You know what I mean? Why go? You know, if you still chasing rings, what's the point? You know what I mean? Why not? You know, keep it going. Stay out there and do your thing. You know, but. Other than that, man, there's been some other stuff going on too this week that I saw that was kind of crazy to me. That was real crazy to me, and it was a mixture of like sports and it was a mixture of like entertainment stuff too. You know, because a lot of the things they do with this verses coming up. You know, so not sports. I mean movies with movies and stuff and music. The Wu-Tang.
Get me excited, man. You get me excited.
That's a nice verses.
You get me excited
nice verses,
now.
Big verses.
And you get me excited.
Before we get deep into that, speaking on the verses, Swiss Beats and Timbaland sold the rights to verses to Thriller Network, because we see the Thriller Network's been doing as far as like the boxing and stuff like that. You know, they sold, which was, you know, the verses was a big thing during the pandemic for everybody, man, big thing.
But now look, how you feel about that? Because because of what I heard was that they're part owners of Thriller too.
Oh, they part. Was that in the deal that they just did, or was it prior to the?
Well, it had to be. But then I seen some stuff online where you know people calling them out for selling it because they were saying
you can't call. See, it's business, man. It's business. When you building something, man, and it's doing numbers for 10, 12, 13 weeks. Next thing you know, it's doing his numbers for 5, 10 years, and somebody knocks on your door and says, here's double, triple what you put in. You gonna say no?
But if you're doing it for the culture, right? This is me. This is me personally thinking. Okay. If I'm doing something for the hip hop culture, right? I'm not selling it.
But what you mean? Because what you mean? But like I said, but if you put that work in and somebody comes for a triple or offer, you're not going to think on it.
I'm a culture. Look. this is me though.
Okay.
I'm a culture first type of person. You know what I mean? If I'm already in this, like at a certain tax bracket, right?
Okay.
I'm not selling that.
But see, to me, when you're doing business, like you said, now if they still have ownership, they have part ownership of Thriller, then that's doing business. Because if you come to me and say
that's true right there.
Yeah, if you come to me and say I want to buy this, and I'm gonna double your offer, I'm gonna triple what you put into it, and you say, and I say, okay, I'll take double instead of triple, but instead of that triple, you got to give me and Timbo part ownership, and then we can still sprinkle the culture in there. We can still have a whole, little piece of it. That's a good business.
They owe the people paperwork.
Yeah, they owe, say again?
They owe us paperwork.
Us paperwork?
Yeah, I'm saying show it.
No. This business because you know why we owe us paperwork?
Show us that you're involved in the Thriller deal.
Nah, they don't need to show us that. Why? Because it's they grown men doing grown men business.
Nah, man. I mean, because
that's like me. That's like me showing like I saw something the other week about taxes. About the parents getting income taxes. I never knew that when I was a kid. I don't need my mom and dad breaking me down. Yeah. I need my mom and dad saying, listen.
No, I mean, I don't want to see the money part. I just want to show that, look, these are two people that they play a major role in the community of hip hop. Okay. Look, their track record speaks, right? So they owe it to the people, some type of explanation. Like, I mean, they ain't got to show the paperwork, but go live and be like, yo, this is what happened.
Nah, maybe that's what they doing right now. By putting up something like this tonight with, Raekwon the Chef and Tony Starks, Ghostface Killer. By putting up a verses like this, might be letting the people know. Let me get one.
Gotta give me one of these.
Let me get one more. Let me get another one for that.
Hold that for a couple seconds. Tonight is going to be legendary.
Yeah, so I think maybe that's them showing the people that, hey, wing, wing, even though they saying we did this, we did that we still got our feet, our hands in it. You know what I'm saying? With giving the people something like this, because to me, I think this is going to be one of the best ones. Yeah. At the same time, because it's two. I think it's not. It's two legends, and it's the Wu-Tang doing what the Wu-Tang do. So I think it's going to be a good one. It's going
to be a good one because the catalogs. Both of the people is deep,
and to me, it's like they're a group anyway. They're a tag team regardless.
If you under 30 years old, under 30, up and coming artists, right? Tune in to Instagram tonight, right? That's tonight. What time?
7 o'clock, I believe. I don't know. See, I don't want to. Don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on the time. I don't really know for sure.
Tune in tonight. This history serious. Look, this is real history right here.
Hip hop. Like 90s, like Wu-Tang, like, and to me, when I listen to Ray and I listen to, when I listen to Ray and Ghost, it's like, I think back at high school, you know what I mean, like going to the basketball games and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I think I was going to man Luck.
Zane Gaines, he was the Wu-Tang.
Yeah. Shout out my man Zane. He been hitting me up this week. Told me to get you, man. I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, he come on the show, man. We gotta get him on.
But probably like walk to the games with my man Luck all the time. I think stuff like that, but it's good though, man, because I like it because it's them too, and I know they're gonna have other people there. I think RZA, of course, RZA probably be the DJ for it. They usually do that.
He might have to be the only DJ that's be in the middle.
Yeah, that's probably what they do, because it's them anyway. Because the Wu-Tang do. They don't do it's them. You know what I'm saying? They don't do the whole outside stuff. It's them. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Because RZA did his thing earlier. His verses, so I think RZA will probably be there tonight too. But I think it's good because the verses like got a lot of people through, through the whole pandemic. It really got people through a lot. You know what I mean? These, like the DJing and hearing some of the different stuff that a lot of people maybe not heard in a long time. To me that was good.
That verses helped a lot.
Yeah, that definitely helped a lot. It was some good ones. It was some great, but it was some bad ones. It was some
a couple that had their face like that.
A couple of them that had me like, what was the point? And we had one. We had to like your man Jeezy and Gucci. That one was one that was out of nowhere. You know what I mean? That's surprising they even had that one, but that's something that we probably won't never see again. Nothing like that. I doubt we see something like that again. But having them tonight is good.
All right. So if you had to choose the catalog, who rocking with? Like that's without watching tonight. Without watching tonight.
You mean you saying Red Ghost?
Yeah.
I I probably would have to go with Ray, man. I love Ray, man. I love Ray since I was a kid, man. Ray been one of my favorite. Ray's probably my favorite one out of the whole Wu, and then Ghost right there. You know,
But are you judging that just strictly off the Purple tape or just the whole everything?
But if I judge off the Purple tape, Ghost is all over it. They all over each other's music, so it's hard. It's hard not to like to hear it, not hear both. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's hard not to. It's hard not to. You know, so it's hard not to hear both of them when I when I think on it, because like you say, the Purple tape, and then you throw a song on there, you're like, oh man, that's Ray, and then here come Ghost.
Matter of fact, 8 p.m. tonight, tune in.
8 p.m. There we go.
Versus.
There we go. 8 p.m. tonight, Versus.
Since we got Versus going on, I'm gonna drop something, man. Freestyle tonight after the Versus.
You say it all the time, but
I'm gonna do it tonight, man.
We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Little 2-3 minute, man.
All right. So who's your choice? Who's your choice? Who's catalog based on it? Who you got?
I'm going for Ghostface.
All right, I feel you. I love
you know why?
too, man.
His term was a little bit longer.
Yeah, there you go. Absolutely, yeah. That's true. Yeah, he was out there more because he was more he grabbed onto the pop culture a little bit more than Ray did. You know what I mean? I think Ray jumped on it a little bit more afterwards. But it was like, that's the crazy thing, because they was all over each other's albums, the covers. I don't think they even had a cover, maybe like one or two by themselves, maybe.
Yep. And that's why I put them as the best duo.
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. Like, that's one right there.
So if anybody could say it, they could be like, all right, Styles P and Jadakiss, nah.
Mm-hmm. Now you put them right behind them, though? Or do you put like a Mobb Deep up there?
I put Mobb Deep next. And then Jadakiss. Look,
it's a lot of them, too. Like, about like a MOP. It's an MOP type. Like,
you know why? I put that because Styles P and Ghost never made an album.
Okay, but see, neither did Ray and Ray.
But they got enough records to
say. But so does Ray. But so does Ghost. The Ghost and Kiss got so much stuff together, man. Like, it's, come on now. They got so much stuff together from the high school days to now. They got a lot of stuff together too. But that's the reason why I say, like, when you look at a group like a Mobb Deep, they are a group. So that's the reason why I kind of separated sometimes a little bit. When people ask me, I separated because they make albums together more than anything. They make albums together. Like you said, Styles and Jada never made a whole album together. So when I listen to them, it's like, okay, here come Ghost and here come Ray. You feel me? But then when I listen to Mobb Deep, it's like, I know I'm going to hear half. I know I'm going to hear P. I know I'm going to hear peak beat. You know what I'm saying? A half beat, excuse me. But when I listen to Jadakiss and Styles, it's like, okay, they about to go, but they're not a group. It's just not them two together. They going back to back off something. But I feel you. I feel you. But I'm a big Mobb Deep guy anyway. So, but it's like you got MOP, like I said. You know, a lot of people be in my ear about MOP, UGK. You can't forget about them. Oh yeah, you cannot forget about them. Some more down south, like an A-Boy, MJG type thing, a lot of stuff like that. So Outkast, you know, I know. But see,
when I was on their wave, I remember like early, like I started rocking with the South early before a lot of people.
You was on Outkast early, you saying?
Yes, people was like, "Yo, what you listening to?"
Mm-hmm. But when you say Outkast, was it Outkast?
No, it wasn't Outkast. It was like a lot of Southern music. Because what happened was like around 06. No, I can say before that. Around 04. I was like listening to a lot of down south music. And people was like, "Yo, man, that's trash." You know what I mean? I was like, "Yo, what you mean?"
Because when you was in high school, or when you after, like when you was after, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it was after. People was like, "Yo, I mean, that's just it." Like I was around certain people. You know what I mean? Like from being in the military, people was like, I mean, so I gravitated to more Southern music.
Okay.
And people was like, it was questioning me. Like when I came back home. Like, yo, what you listening to? Even my wife, she was like, "What you listening to?"
But it's crazy. It's getting there. It's getting there.
Yeah,
It's like they got a lot of. They everywhere now. They taking over. They taking the music over anyway.
It's been how many years though?
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute, man.
And that we need a segment on that.
We guys definitely have some stuff.
That's what I'm saying. We got to set the forum up. Like, we need to have you know what I mean?
We'll do something like that soon. Coming up. We'll definitely have something like that coming up soon. But we also got some more stuff coming up this weekend. March Madness. been crazy this week, and we had some upsets already. Ohio State, I know Ohio State, man. Whew. That's who killed a lot of brackets. That game yesterday, they really dropped the egg on that one.
Yeah.
For real. But it's been some crazy games already. But March Madness, because we didn't have this last year. We didn't have it this last year at all. So that's a good thing. I'm glad the kids was,
that's why
kids able to get
I can see it slowly coming back. You know what I mean? Like everything's slowly coming back.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is.
It's looking better.
A lot of stuff is. I see the UFC got an event coming up in next month. Another 3 championship card event and that they got in Florida, I believe it is, and they got entire arenas going to be filled up. So they got some stuff coming up there. I believe it's either Florida, Texas. I got to double check. I'm not sure because he was going to switch it up, but I know it's those were the 2 states where he can have full arenas coming up. Coming up next month. So I believe it might have been Texas because I know Texas opened up. So it's probably going to be Texas.
Yeah, that governor, he look.
Well, the money, man. That's a big state, man. It's a big state. And they losing. They lose a lot of money. So he trying to bring that money back in there and stuff like that too. Especially with the STEMI. That STEMI money came out. I think.
See, look, everybody's stimulated still, huh?
Yeah, but hey, man, some people need it. Some people get it and don't do what they're supposed to do with it. But some people do what they got to do with it and. But to each his own. I know it was crazy this week. I heard about them ATMs. A lot of ATMs was empty.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
a lot of them was empty. Yeah, a lot of them was empty and stuff like that. Yeah. But that's but hey, you make them do their job. Fill them up. Do your job. Come do your job. That's all. But a lot of people, they was getting that money, man. You get that money. It's free money.
Yeah.
So. You're gonna do what they gotta do.
People needed it, man. I mean,
a lot of people do.
People at work lost their jobs.
Still not working.
They still not working. Unemployment.
Yes.
And I mean, that's up soon, probably, right?
Yeah, they gave you a long extension on that one. So that helped out a lot of people, and also saw too in Mercer County, they set some things up too going into next month, going into April. They with the rental assistance programs too. So that got set up, that got stretched out to a little bit longer, helping people out if you need help with your rent, giving you stipends, stuff like that too for your public service.
Take full advantage, everybody. Look,
you see something out there. If somebody tells you something, dude, just go for it.
No such thing as not needing help.
You gotta humble yourself. You have to.
Yeah.
In the day and age we're living in right now, if something is out there that's gonna get you and your family in a better position than they've been in through this little pandemic, and just go for that. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Do what you gotta do. Because some people cheat the system, and that hurts the people who really do need it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's some things you gotta look out for too. So if you see it and it's some help out there, go grab onto it. Because
we're not telling y'all to go file unemployment while you at work.
Nah. Because you know what? I saw some things I read yesterday where the IRS was putting money in accounts for people who weren't supposed to be getting the stimulus. They weren't supposed to be getting it. I was reading some article or two about that one where it was going in accounts where some people were taking the money and saying, "Hey, it's free money, but do not do it because it will come back on you." The IRS does not forget. They do not forget. They don't.
I ain't giving y'all advice, but look, if it happens, if you get stimulated right for that 14 about 5 times. Have that separate account.
Yeah.
Like if you get stimulated 5 times, what's that?
If you
6,000,
you got to do the math. I don't do that math. You say if you split it out there, you got to
look. If they bless you, right? Have your direct deposit. No, don't do that to me, man. I ain't doing that.
I'm not saying. Listen, if you get some money you're not supposed to have, call somebody or don't touch it until they call you.
IRS, man. Don't listen to me, man.
Don't touch it until they call you because the IRS does not forget. They will come knocking at your door when you least expect it. When you up, you will go right back down when they come get that bread from you, man, because they add on interest, and they will get their money.
Yo, you got to find me to get interest.
Yeah, but the IRS can find you. So trust me, unless you sleeping underneath a bread somewhere, they gonna find you. Trust me. So don't do it. Don't listen to this man. Well, you know what? Don't do it. Period. Don't do it. Right?
Don't do it.
There you go.
I'm just joking, man.
There you go. So, but it's been.
Hadouken! Hadouken!
But it's been.
Hadouken!
We got Mr. Biden helping out a lot of people, so
yeah.
That's a good thing.
And look, I used to call him Basement Joe when he got Like it, man.
Hey, I saw this morning, man. He took a stumble going up the steps, going on that airplane. One of them, like Iverson hit him off or something like that. But that means he's working hard for us, man. He's not concentrating on nothing but working hard for us, I guess. So it is what it is. It is what it is when it comes to all that stuff, man. But like I said, man, just do what you gotta do.
I'm just counting down for the night, man. This verse it started 8 p.m.
8 p.m. tonight. Yeah, that verse that's gonna be a good one tonight. It's gonna be fun tonight. This for the 90s heads who just love some hip hop, man. Love some hip hop, some good sword slinging beats, from the RZA. I'm
look, tune in. It's my boy J. Rome, right? Every time I see my boy, right, I see what he did to himself. Look, he did a full body transformation.
Nah, just something like, man.
My man dropped
more to go, man.
My man dropped 100 pounds, right? So, my real cameraman, he not here right now. So we did this on our own, as you can see, right? We did all right.
Yeah.
So this is what we gonna do. I'm about to start a fitness page, right? It's called Road to 200. I'm too tall. I ain't trying to get too light. But so we're going to do this thing called Road to 200. And if you want to join this journey with me, just hit me up personally. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta comment. It's called Road to 200. And we're going to cut up together. You know what I mean? Like during the pandemic, I got lazy. You know what I mean? Because what was going on. So it's called Go to 200. And we're going to make this happen. So if you want to join me, I'm going to start doing live videos. I'm setting up a page. And if you want to join the team, just let me know. We could train together if you're in New Jersey. Let's make it happen.
Okay. You're doing your thing then. That's what's up.
We're going to make it happen.
I want to see you do your thing, man. I want to see you do your thing. Always. It's always good, man. Like my man tell me, health is wealth. All the time, to feel good.
It's called Road to 200.
Like I said, it's getting warm out there, so you're going to be able to, enjoy this weather, man.
I want to run around with my shirt off again like I did last summer, man. So
that's what I told myself, man. Let the chest hairs hang out this summer. A little bit, because, like we said, stuff's starting to open up, so that's a good thing. Things starting to open up, and you can get out with the family more and stuff like that and enjoy some things, man. So that's a perfect time to really do it. So you gonna run with my man right here.
Roll to 200, man.
See what he do. Definitely see what he do.
Definitely, man. Look, we want to thank y'all for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
We see y'all next. Look, same time, same channel. GSW Podcast.
Yes.
We out.
All right. Blessed night to all.
Yes.